Ain't I? Ain't I hungry? Ain't I staying focused? Time is money. The money need time alone in my fortress. Trying to give the poor rest. Witness darkest part of the forest. Making sacrifice going against current. Trying to show y'all behind a curtain. Ain't I standing up for a purpose? Never giving up like popular verses. Ain't I worth it? Working it, no one listens, setting lower pitch. Nothing gonna change, no one says you can't get away with this shit. And ain't I allowed to say no if it's a negotiation. Women wouldn't vote, minorities still use a separate toilet. Using my voice more and spreading gossip. Most of what is said, last translation. Doing my best at all costs on paper thin. Think that's the prerequisite. Measure how deep your commitment is. So you all in with the chips are hard-hearted. Trying to make decisions like a bullseye. I'm a taurus. Wanna keep up, better get out your childless. Join CrossFit, say a prayer, hang cross from your neck. Never know you're all you need till you're all that's left. All the answers lie in the silence. Sometimes when you lose your life, you find it. To the lions, blind and deaf. Realize all roads lead to death. Depth come from being introspective. Took time on my own to buy a moment. Able to read since I'm 5. What I need you to read me a letter from a father or friend. Comprehend every word, don't need no middleman. Just the Holy Spirit. And I going beyond lip service. Leave a Hershey kiss on your pillow when I'm finished like a bed and breakfast. I know you're gonna pervert that, so I'm preemptive. What I meant is I'll give you mind rest and present the solution after the bitch fest. 2 ways to look at it, yours the one bent. Porn industry wouldn't build billion-dollar profits, so many weren't looking at tits. Malibu city limits wouldn't have 10 rehab facilities if the rich didn't get their kicks off the shit. They arrest my friends for selling them just to feed the kids. That's why I want the money build a bridge. Every brick's equal, split the bill and the profits. You buy it the world and stuff in your back pocket. Who's selfish? Parable of talents, I be the one with 10. How is that for imbalance? Calling a foul because you're paying the ref's rent. By the looks of it, God love himself a good underdog win. I want a free to imprison. Then facilities you call corrective make a monster want one going in. Twin towers fall like sheets in the wind. Commission report omit Tower 7. Better investigate 9/11, friends. Dig deep enough you'll find the culprits in the cockpit. Every vow needs a constant and every pot has a lid. Here it has a purpose no matter what it is. Other side's permanent, all gonna get there in the end. Every athlete has a chance to qualify for the Olympics. What you doing like holding a Kenny hostage? I ain't going back to Egypt, I learned my lessons. God don't own the fence to test, opposition's actually a blessing. Can we put it to rest then? If not, I got a question, like why won't you let us in? Fair pursuit of happiness, think that's what Thomas Jefferson meant. Think the earth is here for most of us to read about it in text by name with acronyms. Equal and free till men built a system, now we boxed in. I know I'm just a subordinate, all I can do is vent with a paper and pen. My word against his, like I'm a puppet and they're the ventriloquist. Just what happens when you listen to yourself instead of popular opinions. Pissed Dorothy, pull back the curtain, exposed Wizard Osmo, heartless and Tin Man. So go ahead and send in them Sarah Palins, they assailants. Easy to say what I say after I say it. Like you to make it, I'm the clay imitating, that'd be plagiarism. You've been doing the same thing, slaving like Office Space. I've been like cave women. My new experiences paved my way, each be innovative. Dragging about get slayed, call me Peach the Princess. While we still livid, you impeached him. Jesus, that is. Race and place how it really went. Sir, 2 cents ain't with copper printed to spend it, cause you hate us. Spec hate, cause you ain't his favorite. Maybe you would be if you won a cane, aka Palin. Paid to sin and trapping for rent. Whole new definition, isn't it? Never lure this fish. I got my head in the clouds so I don't lose it. Eyes in the sky help you track my every movement. No one gonna do before I do it, I feel like Truman. That's when God gave me the solution to blueprints. And in your white blueprint, I'm a fugitive on the loose. And I'm Lady Huey Lewis in the news. Mr. Stupid, here the part we chuck up the deuces. Maybe you know what it feels like, feel useless. What'd you think I was gonna do when you acted a fool but quit? No longer problem, Houston. Sure like antiperspirant, here's a blitz. Here's a chosen ignorance. Looks like, tastes like shit, it isn't. We the ones that to transmute as our minions. I say the elephant's pink, you say it's perfect color crimson. Practicing. Stephanie Henderson, that's a great idea. I thought of it too, to go down by the seashore, but I'm like embarrassed to get out and like I want to street perform in Venice. Like that's what I've been building up to try and do, to get attention to do the rest of the project that I'm like talking about. Because I really want to give myself a shot. Here's my chance, here's the time to do it and to see, so I can put it to rest and just move on with my life if it doesn't work out. But I have to go. But the first step, it's so hard to get out of my van and go do it by myself with just my dog and try and get people's attention this way. And I'm nervous to do it. So I thought I'll just do some videos, and now I'm even more nervous because even though it's not that deep, I saw someone say about likes, and that's true. when no one likes something that you posted is like your heart and soul, bearing your heart and soul, like standing naked in front of everybody that you've ever met, essentially, and not one person likes it, it really is hard to keep going. But I do believe in myself, and so I have to say to myself, even if you're the only one believes in it, doesn't mean that there aren't people out there who agree with you. They just might not be the people around you necessarily. And this is for a cause that people may not understand, and so it might take, you know, some more effort in order to do that. But I feel like that's what this is about, and putting these lyrics to this music. It's music I've always enjoyed dancing to, and so, you know, if people don't read books or watch you know, whatever, like, people listen to music, and if these things penetrate and get people to ask some questions, then I at least want to put it out there along with everything else, because I like doing it. So at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So I'm going to continue to share, because like the practicing phase, I don't have hooks to a lot. I have nothing but bars, so I'm working on trying to build hooks, how to do that. And so I have like 3 songs that have hooks and the rest don't, and I have about 15 songs for this project that I want to do, that has the message that will lead up to, hopefully, about the documentary. And I mean, this has nothing to do with me or anything. I mean, I know it has something to do with me to an extent. What I mean by that is, I'm trying to remove myself as much as possible. I don't even know how to say it, because people out here today, no matter what cause you're doing, no matter what you're doing, it's always self-motivated somehow. And of course there are going to be benefits that come to me from it if it ever did succeed, but it'd be right along next to all the people that it would make it such a poor experience without. That's what I've learned. It's like not about this beautiful view. I used to think if I could just see the ocean every day, I'd be inspired, and it does help tremendously. But without people in your corner who you have relationships that are solid, who you trust, who you love, it means nothing. That's what it meant in the Bible. Like, if you have all these things but you don't have love, then you have nothing. And that's what Solomon figured out, and that's what I've also learned. And so, you know, I just want to be having fun along with everyone else, and I think that's what the app will enable people to do, because it's, you know, empowering, putting the power in the people and everyone individually to negotiate their own terms and how they work, and that is not an option available right now. And it will allow us to connect with each other on those like-minded or like-purposed common interests, and to get things done. Because we do a lot of meme posting, people are passionate, we do a lot of talking about it. But similar to meetups, when I was in Fort Lauderdale, there was a site where you could meet up with strangers to do common interests, like go biking or whatever. That's the idea, but for, you know, it operates kind of like eharmony.com, but for employment, for freelancing your skill sets, and a safe way to do that, and qualifying your skills based on your education and your experience, and also the feedback from your portfolio of customers and clients.